Gone were the towers he had known from a child, alone with a dream of a life. He travelled the wide open road, the blanket arcade, in search of a lover to share in his life.
Rehearsals. The first day of the Trick of the Tail tour is looming in London, Ontario, Canada, on the 26th of March. I'm not especially nervous about the singing, nor about the sheer fact of doing it in front of an audience. I'd got used to that on Oliver way back when. But performing with just a microphone stand instead of a row of cymbals between me and the audience, that's the thing to overcome. If you're not predisposed towards batwing headgear and flying in the air, what do you do when there's no singing? There are other practical concerns. I've already made it very clear that I'm not going to be able to do what Peter did. I will not be sporting Andy's camisole or a badger pelt. But what will I wear? The workman's overalls that did the job when I was just the drummer? Or is that too, well, workmanlike? I can wear a flat cap, an Edwardian coat for robbery, assault and battery, but that's as theatrical as I'm prepared to go. It's suggested that I have some clothes made. These are ready in time for the opening show, but I'm not going to go on stage for the first time as singer wearing something not me. I have to feel totally at ease. Workman's overalls it is. Then another concern. Peter became very good at regaling audiences with little stories, while Mike, Tony and Steve tuned up. He was the mysterious traveller, but I'm more Uncle Phil. So on the car journey from Toronto to London, I'm frantically scribbling ideas for things to say between songs. This song's about, nothing to say about this one. The house lights go down at the London Arena. I curse quietly and gulp loudly. What's this going to be like? Everybody is terrified. I've taken the responsibility seriously, so there's no quick confidence-building drink, certainly no quick spliff. Suddenly, the enormity of this moment hits me. Genesis are going on stage with a new singer. Most bands wouldn't even risk that, far less survive it. A lot of people have assumed we won't, writing our epitaph already. Genesis in the beginning was the word, and in the end was a disaster when they tried to replace a brilliant singer with an accomplished drummer. May they rest in pieces. I spend almost the entire show hiding behind the microphone stand. I'm a 24-year-old drumstick-thin slip of a thing, and I don't even touch the microphone. To take it out of its stand would be too, singery. But I get through the show with only minor cuts and bruises to my fragile sense of myself as a frontman. For the second show, in Ontario's Kitchener Memorial Auditorium complex, I pull out one of the outfits that's been made, a mustard orange one-piece jumpsuit. Flared, buttons up the front, slightly too small so my tom-toms are showing, which, trust me, is very intimidating for a whole show. Further, it's made of a synthetic material that stinks as soon as I sweat. It's awful from the moment I step on stage. I'll never wear that again, ever. Promise. That wardrobe malfunction aside, those first two shows go fantastically well. We do the Lamb medley, let's give the audience something they know, but none of the material is daunting. I know it all very, very well. I've heard it to death. And it's incumbent on us to play the fan favourites, no matter how tricky, epic or heavy. We have to telegraph as best we can the key message. For Genesis, it's business as usual. Still, my hands stay jammed in my pockets for long periods when I'm singing. It will be some time before I touch the microphone, remove it from its holder, and actually walk around with it. Only when that happens do I feel it's official. I, Phil Collins, am a singer.
I'll lie on my bench. I can always zoom talk. Me? I'm just a lawnmower. You can tell me by the way I walk.
Good evening. Good evening. Kitchener. Thank you for coming. I don't know how many people here saw us last time we were in Canada. You might remember that we told you a story regarding a young Puerto Rican in New York called Rail. And if you remember, he was lost underneath Manhattan Island somewhere. And unfortunately, he's still lost. But in the meantime, the lamb, waiting for him to reappear up on the streets, got booked and led to slaughter. But anyway, he's currently being served up as dinner all over coffee houses in New York City. And we've managed to grab a few pieces for you tonight. So here are a few chunks of the lamb stew. I'd just like to say something before we carry on here, and that is, I'm sure on stage here you'll see a familiar face or not familiar with us. And that is, over there on that corner, you'll see someone who you probably remember when he starred in that full-length feature film, Moby Dick, when he overturned the boat. A man we spared no expense to bring you tonight. He cost us at least £3. I introduce to you Mr. Bill, I don't look like Harpo Marx, Screwtape! He'll want more money, he'll want more money. Anyway, back to business. Romeo and Juliet, two virgins. And Romeo tonight had borrowed his dad's car and was taking Juliet to that place where I'm sure you've all been to live out your sexual fantasies and your torrid desires. He was taking her to the drive-in. Yes, the drive-in. And as he was parked right up the back of the park, sure that no one was watching, he started to get his evil way. But we sent along our roving eye reporter, who just happened to have a set of binoculars with him, and this is the story that he beamed back to us, called The Cinema Show. Picture this. Harry's stealthily walking down the dim, gaslit streets of Victorian London, with his cosh in his hand and his gun in his pocket, and he's aiming for the Brentford nylon factory at East Dulwich, not far from Surrey Docks. So he finds the gate, and he slips past the guards, he finds the room with the safe, just about to open the safe when the light goes on. The door opens, then the night watchman's there standing, and he says, "Shit!" So he gets out his gun, bang! The night watchman falls dead. Just at that moment, the alarm goes off. Christ! The cat's out of the bag, the balloon's gone up, the fat's in the fire. No sooner had the alarm gone off, the police were surrounding the building. And of course, needless to say, he was caught. But his parents, being filthy rich, hired some very good lawyers, and before he could say Patty Hearst, he was out. And I'm sure there's a moral there. But while you're thinking about that...
One eye was a wolf, and he had 17 wives, and hell of a lot of grandchildren. Travelling about one day, he came across an old cardboard box, and he opened it up, and inside he found a record. And he wiped a bit of dust off, and he saw the title of the record was called Trespass. And he rubbed a little harder, and he saw that the name of the group, that it wasn't easy to see, was something like genocide, genitals, or it could even have been Genesis. And he turned the album over and looked at the lyrics and saw that one of the songs was about him. Now, he was a very intelligent boy, well-educated lawyer. He could read, and he came from England. And the title of the next song was called White Mountain.
Well, I wonder exactly how many of you know what everybody's names are. I'll fill you in on a few details here. On my left, on your right, the man who's tinkling the ivories, the man they said couldn't be made out of paper, recycled beer cans. Yes, it's also his birthday today, folks. Mr. Tony Banks. On my right, your left, currently appearing as a happy birthday to you. On my right, on your left, currently appearing as a central tunnel support on the Queen Elizabeth Freeway, Mr. Michael Rutherford. On the extreme right, on your extreme left, this man is commonly known in London as the baby strangler, Steve Lock Up Your Daughters Hackett. And of course, Phil Small, very unspectacular Collins. Thank you very much! Thank you. And on with the business. The next tune is from South England by the pound. And it's called Birth the Fifth. I'd like to introduce you to you, the first time on stage, speaking, Mr. Steve Hackett.
First time, really, folks. Will you please turn to page 21 of your hymn books for the next number, which is based on a painting by a young lady called Kim Paul. She's done a lot of paintings based on the band stuff in the past, and I thought it was nice if we were to do something based on a painting of hers. The lyrics roughly mention the dubious relationship between psychiatrist and patient. You may find yourself getting very, very sleepy in this number. Sorry about that. I did it again, I apologise again, sorry. I always apologise when I speak up my own, but I don't know why. The next number's called Entangled.
It's Saturday night. Let's have some fun. Where should we go?
First and fifth.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're pleased you're here. We're Genesis. And we are here to entertain you. Tonight is a very special night. Of course, we're playing in London, and it's the last stop of our tour. And it's the last show for Genesis.
Make it 4 hours then. Make it 4 hours.
Yes, it's difficult for us to believe that you still came out to see it.
Yeah, we can't.
Yes, after tonight, we've all got to get real jobs.
Gardening. Yeah, what are we going to do?
This next song, before I get all teary-eyed, this next song was written a while ago, and as most of these songs were. And originally it was written about Thatcher and Reagan and Gorbachev and a while. But 2 years ago, when we started this tour,
Something happened.
COVID was the big thing in the news and the big thing in the world. Fortunately, that's coming under control. And now we have that stupid fuck Putin.
That's putting it mildly.
Trying to start a third world war, you know. London, it's your show. This is all your show.
to get it's the only way. We said hello as we turned the key and move over our heads. Gave a smile, it's the only way. Only way. Turn